Hey everyone, it is Picture Alaska. I am Jackie Purcell, and we've gathered up some photos as well as videos for you from the last week to 10 days, some weather events, some just pretty scenes. So I have my polar fleece on today. You know, it kind of, when you get those things that are in the mail, like you can sit around on your couch, wouldn't it be great if this one had footsies and I was just running around with footsies? You don't know though, because you can't see that far, but that would be neat. So it's the Alaska News Source kind of plushy fleece thing, and it keeps you kind of nice and cozy. So you can cuddle up on your couch. You can see some really nice satellite imagery first as we start off before we get to those photos, but it is really nice. So check out some of those conditions that we're seeing here into the south central region. We are looking at some stormy weather as we move out over the Aleutians and into parts of the North Gulf Coast. They had a dense fog advisory over the Yakutat area through this morning. Now we see some blizzard warnings popping up around Gamble and Savunga, St. Lawrence Island into the Bering Strait. And that will likely be the case again as we headed to the northern coastal areas from, looks like just to the east of Ukjavik, and then working your way to the border. Now, let's get to some of those pictures as well as videos. This is from our Lolly Morrow, and you can kind of see the cloud cover, kind of bit of the fog moving through. Those are light pillars. You can also call them ice pillars. Some people call them light spikes. And thank you for sending that in, and a really beautiful display as we went through the weekend. So she was just one of many people who saw these, or either saw and took images of them. So I did do a little research into what ice pillars or light pillars are. And yeah, so in case you see them where you are, they are an optical phenomenon where a beam of light appears to extend above or below a light source. The presence of suspended ice crystals is really pretty much needed. That will refract that light. And these form when the temperatures are below zero usually, and the air is calm and humid. So that was indeed the case as we were going through the weekend, this past weekend in the Anchorage area. And I tell you what, we had a lot of nice pictures sent in, so we'll get to those. And yeah, here they are. This was from Jack Dalton. You can see those light pillars. Looks like it might have been, well, it looks like I think from the south end of town here in the Anchorage area, but it is really kind of cool when you see that kind of a display. And also from Debbie Dean. Looks like just kind of spears being just straight up vertical in the atmosphere, spears of light, that is. You can see there's even one that's very red there. You can almost, if they were kind of fuzzy or hazy, almost might be mistaken for the northern lights, but no, indeed they are light pillars. This was out of the Lake Hood area. Thank you to Rob Tapana for sending that one in. And also, beautiful look at the sunrise on the Kenai. Thank you to Bryce Moglin for sending that one in. Love how the, in fact, you know, some of the fog we had, that does deposit that moisture on some of those branches. That does cause some of that frost. It's a lot of times either rime ice or hoarfrost, and it looks really beautiful. So thank you again, Bryce, for that bright shot of the sunrise on the Kenai. This comes out of the interior from Stella Morgan. A young bull moose, it looks like, doesn't have a very big pair of antlers there. Bull moose snacking. Thank you so much, Stella Morgan, for sending that in and sharing it with us. Needless to say, young or even old, you want to steer clear of these big animals, especially in the winter when they're kind of struggling to find an adequate food supply. They may be a little low on nutrition. Here's one thing about the Anchorage area and the lack of snow that we have had. It's made it a lot easier for the moose to get around. So that's one good thing for those big animals that have to deal with the entire winter before they get to spring. A peaceful morning. Thank you to Frida Costley. Thank you so much for sending that in. Not a shot of the aurora, but some beautiful pastel colors coming out. And this is a view of the Great One, or the High One, as its ancient name would say, or the ancient name for this mountain. Thank you to Don for sending that in. This mountain, a bit of controversy or just debate attached to it lately, but still, Alaskans love it, and that is a lovely view of it. The Butte at sunrise. Thank you to Donald Snovel for sending that in. You can see the big expanse, the mountains just off to the left, the sun coming up and highlighting some of those clouds, pink to kind of a gray and blue. Getting into more of our winter, ice snowflakes. And indeed, I thought, well, what's she talking about? Ice snow? Oh, they do look like snowflakes right there on the bottoms of those branches, the way the ice is fanned out, the ducks. It's like a beautiful winter wonderland that you're just floating right on through. So thank you to Patricia Mack for sending that in. We have, I think, one more to show you, and that is how you can submit your photos as well as videos. If you go to alaskasnewssource.com, not only can you submit your photos and videos, if you click on that little thing right there on the left hand of the bar, that top bar, but also we have a great online photo gallery that would allow you to take a look at all these beautiful photos that we just shared, as well as the videos. So check it out. It's Picture Alaska. We're going into February already. Can you believe it? And we have had some light pillars at night, but those days are bright. I hope you have a great afternoon and here, and we're going to continue to see some sunshine as we go through the rest of the week. Take care, Alaska.